All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are almost ready to finish up year 5. I think what I'm going to do, I've been kind of contemplating how to handle the our field situation, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to end up planting winter wheat. Now, that means that we're not going to get corn. In fact, maybe I'll leave one field open for corn. Corn does not grow over the winter; it will die. So we need to grow wheat, but I mean, here, let's do this. Let's take a look here. Now, it's about a week later from last time I talked to you guys. I've only been recording really one day a week. I've been super busy with work, and I am sick as a dog. My allergies are still killing me. You guys can hear. It's just been a very frustrating time for me. The last couple of weeks has been a very unhappy time for Artie. Can't do a whole lot about it. But I think I'm going to go try to see a doctor next week and get shots. Not get shot, but see if there's some kind of, if I can start building an immunity to these allergies. This is 95% full. What is 95% full? Okay. This has, how much, 95% is what? How many liters is this device, this thing? See, we have to get to the store. Turn the tractor off. See, I want to know how much capacity. 900, big body 900. That doesn't tell me. Is it 900 liters? 9,000 liters? Because I don't want to dump it until this is gonna hold. Poo. Okay. Let's see here. There's no information. We unfortunately have to go to the tractor store. I wish there was a fast travel. Yeah. Okay. Well, let's hop. We're gonna have to drive over there, so let's go ahead and hop into our tractor McCormick X7. And I'm going to hop out. Because we need to find out the capacity. Why do I need to find out the capacity? Well, the important thing is, the thing is, we are looking which way. We're heading south. We need to go left. What was I going to say? I don't remember. Anyway, we need to know. I'm lost. I need to know how much is in that tipper. Because what'll happen is if I dump it, yeah, we're going the right way, I guess. If I dump it in there and let's say it holds 60,000 liters, and there's 25,000, I'm going to lose 5,000 liters to nothing. Because when you dump it out into that bin, it all dumps out, and then whatever is not in the bin securely just disappears. So you end up throwing stuff away. I don't really want to do that. That's the one place that this game is. One of the places that this game is short compared to the farm simulator. With the farm simulator, you have silage storage. You can store. You have a silo, but here we don't have that luxury. So you have to store it in a tipper and then dump it out. You can't just add it as needed. So it's a little bit different than the farm sim in that manner, and a little bit not as nice or as easy. There's our store. Trying not to run over the neighbors' fields, though they may be my field soon. I thought I could get there from here, but I guess not. Should have kept going straight. So on tonight's episode, we're probably going to take a look quick here and see what that looks like. We'll probably just fast jump home because it's only $100. Oh my goodness. Doing some off-road tractoring. Get through that water. I think in real life we might have bit off more than we could chew. Our tractor's all dirty now. Sometimes you gotta get dirty. Alright, so this sucks because this is the only way we can see this is to actually go to the store. But here we go. Here's one of those things with this game that a little different than the farm sim. Let's see. What's the Big Body 900? 28,000 liters. So theoretically, we could, if it's 28,000, and we have, let's look at the animals. The animals have 22,000 chaff with 80,000 storage. So theoretically, if I dump that in there, we should have 50,000 left over. So let's go ahead and do that and see what happens. We're going to just wash this track, obviously. Sometimes the camera is a little wuzzy in this game. A little fuzzy wuzzy. If I remember right, we took the Gallahorn down. It's been a week since I've played. I think we took the Gallahorn down. Let's power this off. There we go. Go ahead and close this up because that tractor is pretty much, well, now, honestly, we're probably going to do more work with it this year. If I'm going to plant the winter wheat, we're going to have to plow and plant. Sorry. Allergies. We're going to plow today and maybe do our liming and get the fields prepped. And then the last day before winter starts, which is going to be September, I think it's the 30th. Yeah. That's going to be the day that we plant. We're going to wait till the very end. But we're going to do the full-on planting. We'll do all of the different things to the soil. I don't know that we'll really know a difference in yield, but we might as well make it like perfect. Let's go to this guy. So what we should be able to do now is take this tractor load, since it's full, we can dump this off. And so we'll save a field for corn. Make sure we're in the dump zone. And Z. Let's go ahead and unhitch the trailer. And we're going to fill that puppy up. And we can now return this tipper into normal service. So once the tipper's empty here, we'll run it back up to the main farm and park it with the other tipper. And we could actually use this for our next harvest. And then once we fill it up with silage, we'll use it as storage again. These are nice, these big body cramp tippers. I can see buying a whole bunch of these for the farm, making the game crash. Alright, so let's go ahead and turn this thing around. It's an interesting camera view. I kind of like it, actually. Anyway. So if we look at our map and read our information, we should see now for the animals that they have about 49,000 chaff. So they're good for the winter and probably even next year. I think that's we've gone through 2 or 3 years with that food that we made. So it's plenty of stuff. And I think the nice thing is that you can actually trailer hitch these cramps together. So you can have 2 of them, and fill them up all the way. It's pretty cool stuff. Here's our farm. All right. I think we're going to need to go down to the next entrance because I don't know that there's a straight way through. Can we fit through here? Yeah, we should be able to. Probably going to bonk the trailer on everything. I love the way these trailers park like they don't put the foot down. Is there OOVC? Nope, there is none. Wash your machine. Thank you. Now, unlike the farm sim, you don't really have to. You do and you don't. You have to maintain the tractors. I like the maintenance scheme for this game better because you actually just repair as the tractors get worn out, you repair them. So, unlike the farm sim where they just charge you every day for repairs, these tractors you actually just have to. You've seen me do the repair garage, and I kind of like that way. I think that's a much more realistic way of doing it. Like, okay, this part's worn out, so now you got to fix this. And it has separate parts. I really like that repair scheme a lot better than what Farm Sim did, where they just charge you a daily maintenance fee. Yeah, I know there's a repair mod, but it's all kind of goofy. It doesn't, I don't know. So let's go ahead and put this tractor. Oh, look, that unfolded. That's bogus. I think this tractor will park in here. We may switch back and forth during this period to do different stuff with these tractors. There's one door. There's the other. We're going to open this guy up too again because we're going to need this tractor in a little bit. So for today, what we really actually... my voice. I sound like I've been smoking for 50 years. It's like that lady I went on the date with. Hey, sweetheart. Hey, it's nice to meet you. Oh, gosh. Stop. All right. Psst. Psst. E. Actually, no, just leave them open because we're going to... Actually, no, close it. You know what? We're going to get the harvest done. Today we're going to get the cucumbers done because the field can be planted the last day. So I want to get that prioritized here. So let's go ahead and get some cash flow going. We're going to hop over to our little funky Gallahorn, parked inside, jump off, and we're going to advance just like a week. Let's see how we're doing with these cucumbers. I'm sorry. With these, they're not cucumbers. They're green peppers. It seemed like the tomatoes brought in more money, but we'll find out when the green peppers are going. Let's go ahead and... There's our cukes. Those do not really look like cucumbers that much. They look like green slime. I guess it's a little... All right, so let's go ahead and advance time. Mechanics. Let's move on to Saturday, the 8th of September. And we are ready for sale. Cool. We made a couple $1,000 on our cows. These guys are already working. Look, hey, wait for me. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and harvest this. And you just kind of sit and wait till they're done. He's got more going on there. I'll try to get so they're all involved. Look at all those lovely red peppers. I thought they were going to be green peppers, but I guess they're red peppers. Oh boy, this is the exciting part of the game. Now I did find some bugs. I did try to do a fruit farm using the outdoor equipment, and one of the bugs that I ran into, I used a big field. I was going to make this giant orchard, and I got a field that was pretty big, and started to grow the trees. And the problem that I ran into was that it stopped seeding after a certain number of bushes. You could only do a certain number, and then it would they'd act like they were planting. It would take up seed, which is expensive. It was really frustrating too, because the seed is really expensive, like $10 a seedling, and then they wouldn't do anything. So you were like, I don't know, it just was planting nothing, and that was really frustrating. So I haven't messed around with the fruit farm much more, but I think the fruits are worth a lot of money too. So just make sure you pick a smaller field when you do it. There might be like a limitation on the amount that you can do. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and keep harvesting this, and I'll catch up with you guys once it's done. Obviously, you've seen this procedure before. It's not super exciting. It's just mostly me just driving and then waiting. So I'll be back. All right, so we've finished up here. Everything's all said and done. It's all set. I'm going to just park this right here. Power it off. Should probably unhitch it so these guys can get out of here. There we go. And we're going to go ahead and grab... So I have to unload this whole freaking warehouse. It's going to take some time. It just takes some time, little Arthur, in the middle of the ride. Everything will be just fine. Wanted to give a shout out to, I think it was Brad Mast, who gave me another huge donation, man. This guy's like on a roll. $200 donations in 2 months. Thank you very much. I'm actually going to start saving some money because I know that I don't know what's going to come this winter, but I'm just going to start saving up money so I have funds to survive the winter and continue to run the channel. So for those of you that give donations, that is the Let's Keep the Channel Going for Arthur During the Winter fund, because it really does help pay the bills and stuff during the winter season when I don't have work. So, but it allows me to kind of relax a little bit and actually continue to run the channel and not be so worried about being stressed out or depressed or whatever. So thank you so much, Brad, for that donation. Really awesome. And he wants more Farm Sim. And I said, okay, well, does Farm Expert count, Brad? He gave me good encouraging words, too, from the Bible. How we shall run and not grow weary. We shall rise and not faint. And I am going to pull up here. So we're going to get the last of these out of here. I don't think I'm going to record myself picking up all of this stuff. We'll do a little bit of loading, and then I'll come back once I get down to the place to sell it. And we'll... Oops, I should probably turn the tractor off while I'm doing this. No point in burning the extra fuel, right? Look, it's already dirty already after all that cleaning. So anyway, I am going to go ahead and load the cart up and see what kind of profits we make. So I will catch up with you in just a minute. Well, even with, I just want to jump in here. Sorry, my microphone was really close to my face. Even with the cucumbers, this is a lot a lot more expensive. I think I made $39,000. So this is about. I have 3 loads of I have 3 crates of cucumbers on here, so that probably reduced it a bit. But we're looking at about $49,000 for 2 trailer loads, which is pretty good. Now, it's not great. And why do I say that? Because if you grew tomatoes, you could do 2 rounds of them. So you could actually make $39,000. You make $10,000 less per load, or per double load, 5,000 less per trailer, but you get 2 harvests a year with those, whereas this, you only get 1 harvest. So you get a little bit of a money increase per load, but you only get 1 harvest a year. So you're better off doing the, to be honest with you, it seems like the tomatoes are the best moneymaker from the greenhouses. So this coming year, we'll just grow all tomatoes, because there's really no reason to grow all 3 different ones. I mean, unless I might have to do it because I bought a bunch of seed. I think I have like 300 of each seedling, so maybe we'll just run through all of them. But it does seem like it's going to be worth a lot more money to do the crops that you can grow twice a year, as far as that's concerned. But the money is in those vegetables. Definitely a lot more labor intensive than the farm fields. Unlike Farm Simulator, once again, you only get 1 crop a year or 2 crops a year. So it's harder to make money. But this game, we've found that, obviously having animals helps your survival. And then having a fruit farm is where the big money is. So I don't want to say it's cheaty, but you are going to make a lot of money. We're going to start making a lot of money here in the next couple years, because we have pretty much all the farm equipment that we need, except for maybe like a manure spreader and some kind of fertilizer. And so I want to use up that product too. And we do need to expand. We're going to be expanding the animal farm next, but I think we're going to take this money this year and buy some more fields that are around our farm, and then we'll prep those for winter wheat. And so we're going to have our work cut out for us over the next couple weeks here on the game as we get to the end of the year. But I do want to buy some more fields and just get some more acreage going so that we can grow corn and also wheat to feed our animals. Because when we grow those animal pens, that's going to start costing more money too. But it still have probably another, I want to say another $40,000, maybe $45,000 worth of cucumbers here, or green peppers here at the greenhouse. So I got to sell those off, and once I'm done selling those off, we will be able to see what kind of fields we can purchase today, and then get started on plowing those fields and getting them ready for our winter wheat. And so we will go from there, because we're not going to be planting anything in the greenhouse over winter. They die. I tried it once and it didn't work, so you have to do them during the summer. So, all right, I'm going to pop this tractor right here, and I will be back. We'll join back up shortly here once I am a little further along with the collection. All right, so here's a full load, 45,000. So actually the cucumbers are worth more. Weird. That sucks. So really, it's not worth doing the green peppers at all, because they take longer to grow, or the red peppers. You're better off just doing cucumbers. Still, it's a nice profit, but it seems like, gosh, that's crazy. So the cucumbers actually are the most valuable. Huh. Odd. Okay, well, now we know. So we'll try to do all cukes next time and see what we come up with. All right, guys, I'm going to run. I'll see you in just a minute. All right, we are done with the harvest. I am bringing the tractor back into to our fruit farm. I'm going to dump these trailers off. And I'm going to take the tractor into one of these lovely greenhouses and park it for the winter. Man, it's all dirty again, just from hauling stuff down the road. It's a pretty dirty road, I guess. So let's go ahead back to the main. One of the things I want to take a look at real quick. I think different. No, seedlings. Different. See, fertilizer. But I wonder, like, because I have, if I look at my animals, I have fertilizer 50,000 kilograms. Does that work with this fertilizer tank? Like, I'll use up what I have, but I'm wondering almost if this could be refilled at the animal farm, which unfortunately is quite a bit down the road. Here's the animal farm. Here's where we are. It's about as far as the vegetable thing. I mean, maybe we could try that, maybe. I don't know. It's hard to know what to do. Let's go here, and we'll go ahead and hop out. Sorry, my nose is still all stuffed up. I thought I left those doors open, but okay. I guess I didn't. there is our tractor. Let's go ahead and take a look at the fields around us. So we own this one. Let's take a look at the map. We own these and this one. These are where, let's see, this is, we probably could buy, let's see, Class A. It's good soil. Class A. Class B. We're going to lime all of these fields, too, while we're at it. So maybe buy, like, some of these fields, I'm thinking. Let me over the fence. We own this one. We own that one, so that's going to be the one to the left of this field. There should be... Do we have this? Do we own this? No. Okay. Not our barn. It's his homestead. Okay, so this field we do not own. So we're going to plow these. I'm not going to bother cultivating this one. We're just going to plow it. Hey, maybe see if we get different yields. So this field we should buy. Yep, let's see how much. 9,000. Man. Buy this field. Cool. And let's take a look at this one. We got $114,000. How much? 12,000. Not bad. Okay. So we're really able to expand now. I probably am still going to do some hired workers because this is going to take me the rest of... Well, maybe not, though. You know, these fields aren't huge. They're only, you know, what? About an acre each. So it's kind of silly not to... 13,000. And we'll keep the... You know, I think... I'm going field crazy here. Yeah, we'll buy this guy right here. If I can afford it. 88,000. I'd like to have at least 50,000 going into winter. Enter to buy this field. 12,000. Yep. Okay. So that should do us for now. I got a lot of work cut out for me. I'm going to go ahead and start plowing these fields. And you guys can watch. We're going to stay on for another maybe 10 minutes or so. And then I need to get going. So hang on one sec. Sorry about that. My allergies are still making me a little crazy, so I had to stop, and my nose is about to explode. I'm like, I gotta stop. I'm gonna put the double wheels on for field work. I know some of you don't like that. I did semi look it up though, and I got stuck on this guy's. Anyway, some people do, some people don't do the double wheels when they're working the fields. Let's see. Pardon me. There we go. Time to go to work. We got a lot of work to do. Now, I might end up hiring workers for some of the fields. We'll see. Depends on how much punishment I'm up for. Love the sound of this tractor. It's so beefy. Hitch up the cargool. Let's see, this field's long this way. Actually, I'm going to start out there. Might as well start with the furthest outfield, right? I love the way you leave tire marks on the field. So let's see how big our big plow does. It's still going to be a slow process. All right, so let's get our cells in right there, and we're going to R to lower the machine. We are getting dragged around a little bit. Yeah, we're just going to use T1. That's our lowest speed setting. Uh-oh. Going to miss some of the field here. I'm trying to pull to the right. My ability is improving. My line's going to be all messy, though. Nice. Tears the ground right up. Lift. Put our wheel in the front there. And we're going to lower the machine. Now that's interesting. This one automatically switches direction. So let's go ahead and turn our clutch power setting to 1. It's getting kind of sloppy in here. Okay, I don't remember the wheels sinking in like that when you had the double wheels, but that's not good. It used to keep you up out of the ditch, out of the earth. Still, this thing does it a lot faster than the smaller plows that I was using, but I think the double wheels are being silly, so let's go ahead and I guess we'll take them off. For all of you that were panicking watching me do double wheels, I mean, look how much of the field I did already. That's a nice thick strip, so it shouldn't take too long. It's not like too awful doing it. All right, no more double wheels. We can use it for the cultivating. I think people said they do it when they seed and when they cultivate. Let's see, change wheels. There we go. Pardon me. Oof. Now get back out there. Oh, so I put new wheels on. They're all clean. I like that. It's pretty funny. Funny stuff. Yeah. My driving was not very good. Ended up plowing into the plow. All right, get turned around here. Going to lower the machine. And it went the wrong way. There we go. Oh, what? No, hey, well, hey. Oops, wrong way. Oh, I can't turn at all. Ah. One heavy plow, man. Nope, wrong way. There we go. I wonder with this plow if you're supposed to run along the side and not in the ditch, because what's happening is obviously it's making the line, it's making the plow stick up out of the soil, and I'm not getting a full cut. So I think you're doing it wrong, Artie. Like the smaller plow, you're supposed to dig your wheel in, but I think this plow, I don't think you're supposed to necessarily do what I'm doing. So let's try a different method when I get up. Ah, what a mess. Let's try it this way. Gonna try our best to stay. Yep. So we're gonna stay out of that ditch. Still gonna make a mess there, but what a mess. Oh yeah, see how far that reaches over? So that was bad plowing on my part. This thing actually has a much wider reach than it does physically looking wise. So going forward, we just need to stay out of the ditch. But that'll make life even faster because now we don't have to. Watch this. We are going to have to clean up the field ends, though, because this is making a mess at the ends of the field. So it's interesting. It's a very different plow to use than what I'm used to. But it works well. Pretty cool stuff. And while my job's not perfect, it's not terrible either. We will have some, it considers the field. You got to look at percentages. So before I get done, it'll be 100% done. That's just the way it works. Getting all slidey here. Cleaning up the furrow is not working so good, though. You really have to stay right on that edge. And if you don't have like a perfectly straight line, which is probably my fault for not getting started right, but it's definitely pulling this tractor around. Whoa, what happened there? Oops. Oh well. I think when it jumped, that's when we had the problem. We'll finish this field and then we'll call it a night. And so when we cultivate it, and then we do our roller, it'll make the field nice and flat again. We just got to make sure we run it all the way out because this plow see these huge furrows on the field edges. That's going to make a hard time for the harvester and stuff like that. So we want to make sure we clean that up. Oh, what the heck? Not sure what happened there. I must have hit Q with my finger while I was steering. Oops. Well, that sucks. That's going to make the next row a little bit messy. The tractor really is fighting me for sure. I mean, it's not easy. All right, so let's see if we can change the camera angle and do it from inside. Gonna make a bit of a divot here to start with, but hopefully get out of it once we get going. There we go. Just stay right on the edge here. And if you look at our information, shows that we're at about 50% plowed right there, 49%. See, we're undoing our cultivation, so I don't know, I might get rid of one of those cultivators because it's like, I think it's just doubling the action. I don't think it really helps. Like, they're all cultivators, but none of them actually does anything different unless maybe we just use them in different roles. I don't know. It's a little frustrating. Flusterating. Because what's happening then is it's just not, I don't know. It's like there's no point in pre-cultivating to get rid of the stuff on the field, the stubble. So we just plow and then cultivate and be done with it. Sucks. Which means I have to sell those other pieces of equipment that we bought. Like, maybe I'll cultivate with the roller next and see how that does. Yeah, see, this goes pretty smooth. Oh, sorry. My goodness. I just totally coughed into the mic. Yuck. All right. Well, anyway, I think you guys get the idea. I'm going to go ahead and finish these fields up, and then we'll start another episode. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed watching me plow hungrily at this field with my awesomeness plow. Digging the fields of eternity. That's what I'm talking about. All right, guys, have a great night. Be sure to subscribe. Thank you so much for being part of my channel. Hopefully you enjoyed this episode of Farm Expert 2017. I will catch you guys next time once I'm done plowing, and we will go ahead and take a look at the cultivation phase and then also doing lime. Like, I think I'll put lime down next, and then I'll cultivate. So, anyway, I will see you guys soon. Have a great night. Be sure to subscribe if you want to donate. That really helps the channel out, too. You can help support me and my family by doing that. Donations go to a good cause, right to my kids' stomachs, and housing and clothing, all that good stuff. Anyway, have a great night. The donate description is in the link And we will see you guys next time on Farm Expert 2017. Have a great night, guys.